What is going on, guys? It's Scott and Kyle here, back with the Never Hedge podcast. This week, we got Holly Holm and Ketlen Vieira going at it on Saturday. So we're going to be breaking that whole card down for you. How you doing today, Kyle?
Doing good. We had a decent weekend.
Could have been huge.
Could have been huge. The Bellator card absolutely killed us. And then we won that back with the UFC. We went up 9.5 units. We were up huge early. Told you guys Petrosky was the real deal. Maximov talking all that shit for no reason.
Yep. Hit Petrosky and does not go to the distance.
Yep.
That was huge as well. Plus money on that.
Yep. And then we would have had, if Ratchik didn't blow his knee out, that would have been an extra 4 units on top of that. So, well, actually, it would have been a 7-unit swing because we had 3 units on that. So we wouldn't have lost 3 and we would have gained 4. So that's a 7-unit swing.
Right.
So, we were very close to having a massive, massive night.
Yeah.
A couple things didn't go our way, but we were close. All our reads were good.
Ratchik also said that was a recurring injury that he had, which would have been very nice to know going into that night.
Yeah, it's part of the game, I guess.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, these guys in MMA Twitter never cease to amaze me. Saw another guy tweeting out that there's no reason to get mad when a split doesn't go your way, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, have a competitive bone in your body. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Why even watch
play
sports?
To win the game.
Why are you watching, dude? Like, fucking turn your TV off. Fuck.
Yeah.
Might as well place your bets and go to bed.
When a sketchy split does go your way, you're like, should have lost that one.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean,
that's part of it.
These guys are ridiculous. No competitive bones in their bodies. They're just out here losing bets.
A lot of people were losing bets last week.
I mean, seriously, MMA Twitter is ridiculous.
Hilarious.
I don't know if any of them played a sport growing up. I don't think so.
No, not with that attitude.
Not a single one of them played a sport growing up. I mean, come on.
All right. Moving on here, we'll start the card off with Elise Reed going up against Sam Hughes. No line out for this one. But we do have some DraftKings info. Elise Reed is 8,500. Sam Hughes is 7,700. What do you think here, Kyle?
I don't necessarily love the quick turnaround from Sam Hughes.
No.
We saw that with Lupi Gudinez.
Yeah.
We see how good Lupi is, but when she was trying to fight every other week, she ended up sucking and getting beat by somebody that maybe she should have beaten. But Elise Reed is a good matchup for Sam Hughes. Elise Reed is a striker. We've seen her get dominated by grapplers like Sahara Eubanks. I don't necessarily think Elise Reed's all that good. Sam Hughes is a grinding wrestler, and she trains with the best in the world. So I got to go Sam Hughes, but don't love the quick turnaround. And
if the DraftKings pricing is any indication of what the line's going to be when it comes out, we could get plus money on her. But, yeah, the quick turnaround is probably going to scare me off from placing any live bullets on her.
Yeah.
Because just to have to cut weight twice in fucking 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
No good.
No good.
Yeah. Nope.
All right. Moving on up the card to the somehow Chase Hooper has been in the UFC for fucking 3 years and he's only 22 years old. I don't know why they keep giving this guy fights, but he is plus 155 going up against Felipe Colares. DraftKings has this one. Hooper 7,600, Colares 8,600.
Yeah, Chase Hooper shouldn't be in the UFC. He's a heel hook away from being down three fights. He gets beat to shit standing up against anybody he fights. He's way weaker than everybody he fights.
That is for sure.
He just shouldn't be in the UFC. He's a good grappler, but that's about it. He was not ready for the UFC. Felipe Colares has wins over guys like, Luke Sanders. He went to a split with Gutierrez. Felipe Colares wins this all day.
Yeah, this one is not even close to me, and I think the minus 175 is kind of a gift, probably because people still think Chase Hooper is a hot prospect. I keep wanting to call him Chase Sherman because it's just a Freudian slip because he's kind of a quitter.
Oh God!
But yeah, Felipe Colares all day, easy money.
I agree. Totally agree.
All right, moving on up the card. Johnny Martinez, minus 195, going up against Vince Morales, who I'm shocked is as big a dog as he is, at plus 165. Martinez, 8,900. Morales, 73. What do you think here, Kyle?
Yeah, I actually don't think this fight's close. Jonathan Martinez is a stud.
Yeah.
He's a stud. He has really, really good takedown defense. He has really crisp boxing. We were all over him in his last fight, and I'm going to be all over him again. Love Jonathan Martinez. He's also tough as nails. Gotta love a guy like that. I think Jonathan Martinez pieces up Vince Morales on the feet.
Yeah. Safe to say he's got a very solid chin.
Yeah.
As they're calling it now.
Oh yeah.
All right. Easy one again. This could be a big weekend for us. All right, moving on. Got another Morales fighting here, and Omar Morales, another favorite here, minus 155, going up against Uros, the Serbian fucking machine medic.
This is a tough one. This is the first tough one on the card because I would usually be all over Omar Morales, and we were in his last fight, and he looked shot. He looked done.
Yeah, I like Uros.
And then Uros didn't look all that good in his last fight, and he's coming out of Alaska FC, which everybody knows isn't good competition. I don't know. This is a really tough fight from all angles. Like, Omar Morales is typically a decision guy, and then you got Uros Medic, who's like never been to decision. It's all over the place. After seeing Omar Morales in his last fight, you were talking about quitting. The quit looked like it was there.
Boy's got a little quit in him.
I think at the advanced age, because he's not young.
Let me pull up some stats on Omar. 36. Not as old as I thought, but
yeah, I'm thinking Uros takes this, but I don't know. I'm not willing to bet it.
No, certainly not. All right, got another close one up next. A heavyweight matchup for fucking Jailton Almeida. Going up against the very heavyweight in Parker Porter, 6 feet even, 263. Got some bosoms on him as well. The pride of East Hartford, Connecticut. Fucking, oh man. Jailton Almeida is minus 700, and I don't think that number is high enough.
It's not. And I've seen people on Twitter already saying that Parker Porter's the value play. Just because Jailton doesn't typically fight at heavyweight. But this kid he's got a heavyweight frame. He's got a heavyweight frame. He's as athletic as you can be. His idol is Khabib.
Yeah. And
he just wants to smother you. I mean, this guy's legit as hell.
Yeah.
I think he's a future champ at 205. And maybe
really wherever he wants.
Yeah, this kid is a stud. I think he takes Parker Porter down. I think he subs him.
I wish they had a prop for number of takedowns in a fight, because he's like a fucking Sambo master. And I watched tape of him going up against, what the hell was the guy's name? Dagestani Nasruddinov, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
absolutely out-Dagestaned the guy from Dagestan, just slammed him around, and I think he got him in the rear naked.
Yeah, well, I love to see from Jailton, he uses the Dagestani handcuff.
Yeah.
And he locks the legs. He really is a student of Khabib. Like you could tell he watches Khabib's fight and was like, "Holy shit, I should do that."
Yeah.
and he
I should do that, and I'm big as fuck and just athletic enough to do it.
Yeah, so Jailton and Almeida all day. These people saying there's value on Parker Porter are insane.
Fools. That's a fool's errand.
Yeah.
Although I do like Parker Porter as he's a pretty hilarious person. But I think he definitely loses pretty quickly. They know what they're doing here and giving Jailton Almeida somewhat of a relatively well-known heavyweight, but not too hard to test here. All right, moving on up the card, we got Joseph Holmes minus 195 going against Alen Amedovski. DraftKings has this one. Amedovski 74, Holmes 88. It didn't even bother breaking down the DraftKings info, but if it is relevant to you, Jailton Almeida will be probably 100% owned at 9,400. Parker Porter will probably be 3% owned at 6,800. But
Jailton Almeida 100% lineups every time.
Yeah.
Back to the Holmes.
Back to Holmes.
Amedovski. This is a low-level fight, Scott.
It is. And I'm surprised they put it higher up the card than Jailton and Parker Porter.
Yeah.
Or even fucking Johnny Martinez.
Yeah. Yeah.
This card makes no sense to me.
No, you're right. Why is Jonathan Martinez so low? Why is Jailton Almeida low? Why is this higher?
Why is Holly Holm and Ketlen Vieira the main event?
Because they got nothing else.
They got nothing. This is the entire theme of this card seems to be we got nothing else.
Right. But this fight is pretty terrible. Joseph Holmes is like as green as they come.
Yeah.
He's pretty athletic. He's a long kid. Throws a real nice kick. Throws off into the head and body. But he's more of a submission guy. He does have power in his hands. He's pretty hittable. I didn't like him when I saw him on Dana White Contender Series. Did not like him. Neither did Dana White because he didn't get a contract the first time. And then we got Amedovski, who hasn't fought since 2019. And he was knocked out in 19 seconds. He's an explosive dude. Before that 19-second loss, he lost to Jotko. So that kind of like seeing him fight somebody like Jotko at least places you where the UFC thought he would be. So they thought he'd be pretty decent. He had 3 fights scheduled since 2019. They were all canceled. Pretty explosive guy. I think maybe the under is the play in this fight. Maybe just pass altogether. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know about this. This fight sucks. It's not a UFC fight. It might not suck. Like you might watch it and be like, "That was fun," but this is like a Bellator fight. PFL.
Yeah. One FC.
Right. Yeah.
Fucking Ryzen MMA.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to a fairly decent fight here in our boy Junyoung Park, the Iron Turtle, going up against Eryk Anders, who is Eryk Anders. I feel like is a pretty solid fighter.
He is. They both are.
We've won a good
fight.
amount of money on Junyoung.
Yeah,
lost his last.
This is a good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, against it was so close. He almost had. Who was he fighting last?
Rodriguez.
Yeah, he had him rocked bad. He almost finished him. And then he got finished himself.
Yeah.
But he beat the likes of Marc-Andre Barriel and Taffin. And those are both good guys.
I think he was a pretty sizable dog against Taffin, and we had the Iron Turtle, and he crushed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Iron Turtle's got a good game plan. He wrestles heavy. He's got good strikes. The kid's good. This is a fight that could be like on the opening of a pay-per-view card. This is a good fight. Because Eryk Anders, you're right, is a underrated dude.
Tough as shit.
Yeah, he's big for the division. Played for Nick Saban at Alabama, so that goes to show you what kind of athlete he was. Been training with John Jones. He was able to get back to his feet against Muniz the first time.
Yeah.
but after that, he got fucking armbarred right away. Andre Muniz is a stud, though.
Yeah.
This is a tough fight. I lean Iron Turtle, just because of the matchup. I think the wrestling of Park. I think Park mixes things together better than Anders does.
Yes. Although I do think Anders is just a better all around athlete, but Jun Young is definitely will pick him apart and kind of avoid damage.
I see this going like Park goes for takedowns, gets stuffed,
right?
But then nails Anders on the like when they break,
right?
Like Park gets the better of the exchanges on the breaks, and I think that'll be the difference here. I see it going to decision. I like the over.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I was gonna say this has Jun Young Park split decision written all over it.
You're actually right. That's a good call. That's a good call.
Because one of the judges is going to fuck up.
Sal D'Amato.
30-27 Anders, and then the other two are going to have a 29-28. Fucking Park.
Yeah, this is a really good fight.
I
kind of hate that they matched him up because it's two guys I like to bet on.
Right, exactly. All right, moving on to, I don't know why this fight is above the last one, but Polyana Viana and Tabatha Ricci. Nice women's strawweight action. A couple of small ladies going at it. Pick them here, and also
That's
pick
fair.
them. Yeah, it is fair. And DraftKings has a little bit more of a discrepancy here, and Ricci is 8,300 and Viana 7,900.
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. I like Ricci here.
Yeah.
She's got the better wrestling. She's probably the better striker. But Polyana Viana is violent. She strikes violently, and she goes for crazy subs. So if you're an armbar from guard kind of guy,
we are.
Fight.
Yeah,
this is your fight. But I like Ricci. I think she's the better fighter. She's definitely the better wrestler. She has to be ready for those subs, but I think she will.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. We got Chidi, Njokuani, I guess, going up against Dusko Todorovic. Chidi is minus 200. Dusko is plus 170. And DraftKings has Chidi at 8,700 and Dusko 75.
Okay. I think they got the line wrong here.
Yeah.
Chidi's being overvalued because Marc-Andre Barriel decided to headbutt his fist and knock himself out. He ran straight into Chidi's fist.
Yep.
Fucking Lyoto Machida Bader style. Right? Yeah.
Just dive right into it.
Yeah. And
my first thought was Dusko as well.
Yeah, Chidi, people forget, he's been around forever. He's been in Bellator forever. He is athletic. He's 6'3", 80-inch reach. And I wasn't impressed by what I saw from him on the Contender Series. I really thought Marc-Andre Barriel would kick the shit out of him. Marc-Andre Barriel decided to leave his chin out and get steamed. But Dusko...
absolutely steamed.
Yeah, but Dusko is going to be the better wrestler here. I expect he'll get him down. He showed me something in that Maki Pitolo fight. He's really slick on the ground. His ground game is slick. And I think he'll get it there. I like Dusko, and I like him to finish the fight.
I 100% agree. All right, moving on to what should probably be the main event. In Santiago Ponzinibio going up against Michel Pereira, who had probably one of the best fights I've ever seen when he fought Fiallo.
Oh, that was a great fight.
That was an absolute war. Santiago Ponzinibio is also a freaking beast, which is why this is pick 'em. Ponzinibbio minus 105, Pereira minus 115. DraftKings has this pretty much as a pick 'em. Pereira 8,200, Ponzinibbio 8K.
This is a good fight. Santiago Ponzinibio is a warrior. We've seen that.
Yes.
In that split decision against Jeff Neal, he was rocked bad a few times, and he kept firing, Neal. That was another great fight. Unbelievable fight. And then Michel Pereira, we all know him for the backflips and all the crazy shit he does, but he sneakily turned into this very technical fighter.
Yeah.
It's like totally by surprise, but he's super technical.
Well, just the fact that he was able to like pick apart probably one of the best strikers in the fucking welterweight division in Fiallo is like just shows you how much his game is improved.
Yeah, and you have to. Fiallo is dangerous. He's a power striker. Fiallo did take that on short notice. It was a short notice fight, but Pereira's wrestling game is the difference in fights now. He can strike with you. He's huge. I don't think there's a bigger guy in the division than Pereira. But he can take you down. He's so athletic. He gets takedowns. His striking game's good. He still does some crazy shit, but he mixes it up nice now with a very technical game. But Ponzinibbio is always dangerous. I lean Pereira, but I really lean the over. I think this fight goes decision.
Yeah, and I'm looking up because, like you said, Pereira is huge, but he's listed at 6'1", 170, but when you see him go like actually in the octagon, he looks like he's twice the size of these dudes.
Yeah, he's massive.
Like he probably cuts at least. He's probably over 200.
Yeah.
All day.
He's a massive guy.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to the very exciting main event here. Holly Holm, 40-year-old Holly Holm, minus 210 up against Ketlen Vieira. She is plus 175 on DraftKings. Holly Holm, very expensive at 9,100. Vieira, only 7,100. What do you think here? Think Holly Holm gets a title shot after this?
Yeah, I think Holly Holmes wins this. Just how good she looked against Aldana in her last. I know it was a long time ago now, 2 years ago. She's had a bunch of injuries, and she actually had what was it? Maybe you know what this is, Scott. Hydronephrosis, which is a kidney disease, kidney swelling disease.
Ooh.
And she said that she was just recently diagnosed with this, like a year ago, but she's been dealing with it for like a long time. And
is that affecting like her weight cuts?
It's affecting everything, she said.
Yeah.
And she feels excellent, like she's back. And if she's feeling better than she did against Aldana, she's a problem because she mixed together a great game plan. She's like GSP-esque when it comes to game plans. But she's fighting a tough fighter in Ketlen, who is 10 years younger than her, 12-2, beat up Miesha Tate in her last fight. She showed me something in that. I mean, Miesha Tate is a beast. And she just beat her. She was countering her and then opened up with combos as the fight went on. She beat Kat Ngannou, Sarah McMahon, Sahara Eubanks, now Miesha Tate. She's strong, but
she's very
nobody's
strong.
Nobody's as strong as Holly Holm. Holly Holm's another one, massive.
And the crazy thing is, right, like they're both listed at the same height. I guarantee you, fight day, Holly Holm is going to look like she's fucking 30 pounds heavier.
I agree. And then one more thing you got to take into effect with Ketlen is her gas tank hasn't always held up. It did in the Tate fight, but let's see if it does two fights in a row. Because Holly Holm's gas tank is going to hold up.
Mm-hmm.
I like Holly Holm, especially in a 5-round fight.
Yes,
I think she finds a way to win. Her game plans are second to none. I like Holly Holm.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think she probably wins this one, and then Probably loses to the winner of Nunes and Pena.
Which I suspect will be Nunes.
Yeah. Holly Holm, 2-4 in title fights too, by the way. Hasn't won a title fight. Not great. Not a great record.
Not great.
I don't think she's won one since she beat Ronda Rousey in like 2015.
That was an excellent win, though. Highlight for the ages.
Yes.
Did you make a DraftKings lineup?
I sure did. All right. So starting off with the probably one of the highest owned, if not the highest owned fighter this week in Jailton Almeida, 9,400. Then we got Michel Pereira. Then I got Tabatha Ricci. Colares over Hooper. I think he fucking does whatever he wants to chase Hooper. Then I got Dusko Todorovic. I think the wrong guy is favored in that one. And then I have Uros Medic. Not super confident about it, but he's only 7,800.
That's the exact team that I have.
Well, there's only 11 fights.
That's true.
So, like, there's only so many guys.
That's the exact team. I'll switch.
That's hilarious.
I'll switch off Medic and I'll put in Amedovski. I am not confident in either guy.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's hilarious. That's same page here.
Yeah. I assume that tons of people are going to have that.
Yeah,
so
that's probably going to be the chalkiest lineup of the fucking week.
That just goes to show you maybe you need to be a little bit different this week, but
maybe you got to get Parker Porter in a couple of those.
It's hard not to have Jailton in. It's real hard. Yeah.
Yeah, and if I could afford to take Jailton and Holly Holm, I would do that, but then that would leave me with like just dumpster fires.
I think squeezing in Holly Holm and Martinez might be the way to go.
Yeah, but then you're going to have to take like Chase Hooper.
Let's play with this for 1 second. Let's see.
Okay.
All right.
So we go from the chalkiest lineup in the world.
Yeah, let's play with this.
To Holly Holm,
so Jailton Almeida. Let's go with we're going to win $1 million or $100,000, whatever they do. Okay. So Jailton Almeida, everybody's going to take him. That means Holly Holm, and nobody likes Holly Holm. I feel like it's going to be lower owned. So we'll grab her. 9,100. Park against Anders. I'm not sure if that's going to be the highest scoring. Park doesn't always score the highest in DraftKings anyways.
Yeah.
So we'll skip Park. Jonathan Martinez hasn't been the highest scorer in DraftKings, but I have a feeling he finishes this fight. Chidi I don't like. Not a fighter I like, so I'm not going to take him. Colares, I'm having a hard time gauging what the public's going to do with this fight because people seem to like Hooper. Let's put in Felipe Colares. Let's get him in there.
So right now we have $7,000 with which to work, which means we're gonna have to take Parker Porter.
Oh no! I took the whole lineup out.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I have Almeida, Holm, Martinez, Colares.
Oh, I don't have Almeida in. Almeida's out.
Almeida's out.
Almeida's out. This is a we're being different.
Okay.
Almeida is out. Let's go with. This is tough. Let's go with Tabatha Ricci. She got 5 takedowns in her last fight. I like that. We got 8,000 a fighter left. We're going Dusko Todorovic for sure. I think he scores highly.
Yep. And we got
another person who's going to be chalky down low is Eryk Anders, so I'm avoiding him. A ton of people are going to take Anders. Amedovski.
I was just eyeing him up because I got 7,600.
I think maybe people think Joseph Holmes is good because he's athletic. Let's go with Amedovski. That leaves us 9,100 left. And we can go with Jonathan Martinez.
Oh, so you already had Martinez.
Oh, yeah, I skipped him. But, yeah, We'll do Martinez, Holm, Ricci, Colares, Amedovski, and Todorovic. I mean, that's not a bad team. The thing about it is, with a team like that, their path to victory is all finish, besides maybe Ricci, whose path to victory is wrestle heavy, so don't mind it.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yep.
All right, I think that's all we got for you. Yeah?
Yeah, we'll see you guys later in the week when we do our little round table.
Yeah, awesome. Later.
All right, peace.